my lovelies. Hello to all. Good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are. We're making spring rolls today. I already went ahead and cut off all of my vegetables and also some potatoes, as you can see, that I'm adding to the pot. And I already added oil underneath all of that. So we have onions, we have bell peppers, we have cabbage and carrots and some also green onions too. Like in Liberia we say country onions. Yeah, we have all of that in there. And for my potatoes, I use the Irish potatoes. You have to boil them with salt and then just mix them like I'm doing right now. I also went ahead and seasoned my chicken. That's my chicken right there. I'm from Africa. I season everything. So I already seasoned my chicken and let it sit for a while so the seasoning can marinate with everything else, okay? All right. So you add the chicken to the veggies and then you stir them up together because you want them to mix. Give that a good mix, which is what I'm going to be doing for a little bit. I'm going to be mixing all of that together. Okay? Don't cook this on high heat, by the way. See how low my fire is? My stove the heat is very low. You don't want it to be too high because you don't want them to burn, okay? I am a champion when it comes to burning food, so I know what I'm talking about. Which is why that heat is really, really low. It's low. Because you're just heating them up, okay? You don't want the veggies to be mushy or squishy. Also, you don't want it to be burned. So, low heat. All right. So, I'm going to, as you can see, I'm mixing them very well, stirring them together. Because you want everything to mix and marinate with your chicken. And then you're going to season them, okay? I don't know how other people do it. Some of the videos I've seen, they only add soy sauce. But I already added soy sauce to my chicken. So I'm going to mix them. I'm putting pepper flakes. It's not very spicy, those pepper flakes. I got it from here, so you know it's not spicy, by the way. And if you know me, you know I cannot make anything without adding black pepper. So I added my black pepper and I also added paprika, which is not spicy too, by the way. It just gave it flavor. It makes your food flavorful. And I love my food to be flavorful and very, very, seasoned. And your girl cannot forget her chicken. I love my chicken seasoning, so you add that too. If you love chicken seasoning, you can add it. But you can, like I said, when I'm cooking stuff, you can do, season your food however you like it. This is how I like mine. And, yeah, this is me making spring roll for the first time. This is my first try ever. So, your girl got it on lock and key, okay? All right, anyways. I'm going to go ahead and mix all of that together, by the way. And you want to mix it all together real nice because you don't want one part of it to be seasoned really well and then another part not seasoned. That makes it just not worth seasoning at all. So I'm going to mix it. If you ask my mom, she will tell you I love to stir my food. At that point, I go ahead and turn up the heat a little bit, but not to the point where you burn your food. Again, emphasis on burning the food, okay? All right. So you set that aside when you're done with that. And then you go to your wrapper. For the wrapper, you do flour, oil, and salt. Just 3 ingredients. No, oil, flour, salt, and water because I consider water part of the ingredients. Okay, cold water, by the way. Cold water is what I put in there. I'm going to mix the oil and the salt together before adding my water, okay? You want them to be mixed really well. You don't want it to be chunky, so you gotta mix it up really, really well before you add your cold water, okay? I'm like mixing it really well. You can see that I'm doing my best to have it very, very mixed. And now you add your cold water to it. Again, I don't measure anything. I don't measure my stuff. I just do it. I don't have a measurement for these. I just do it. So if you're somebody who just watch people and do stuff, then this video is for you. If you're not, comment down below and I can tell you like all the ingredients and everything I use. And you can go ahead and make yourself a spring roll if you love. So you don't want it to be thick. You want it to be loose because you're making a wrapper and your wrapper is not going to be thick. It has to be thin, okay? So you got to stir that up until it's very, very smooth and not thick. Emphasis on it not being thick. You don't want it to be thick. You want it to be very, very thin, okay? All right, so I'm going to mix that for a while. And honestly, the part that I enjoy most about making spring rolls or like bread, after this one, I have made like a ton, is stirring stuff and putting them, like making the actual wrappers. Like it was just something about that just brought me a lot of satisfaction. So in this video, you're going to see me just focus on that a lot because it's very therapeutic to do that. It's satisfying to be able to make something at home and it tastes good. I don't know about you, but yeah. So you see what I'm doing there? I don't have a Wix yet. I already ordered it. So hopefully the next time you see me making spring rolls or bread or anything, I have my Wix. But it's on the way. I order a mixer, not a Wix. A mixer to help me mix my stuff. So the next time you see me, hopefully, I will be using my mixer. Okay? All right. Now it's smooth. This part. You use your baking brush. That's my baking brush, by the way. And then you don't pour it in the pot. You use a baking brush and just brush the pan with it. I didn't put any oil on that pan. So you want to use a pan that doesn't stick, a non-sticky pan or whatever it's called. That's what you want to use for this part because you're not going to put oil. I didn't put oil on mine, but then, again, do you, whatever works for you, but I didn't put oil. I just put the pan on low heat. Again, low heat, very low heat. And then you brush your pan with your mixer. And that's how you make your wrap, okay? Like I said, this part in mixing my wrap is very satisfying to me. I find it therapeutic, so I'm going to spend a little time on it. I'm going to spend time just making it. I find it very, very therapeutic. It brings me joy, okay? So, backstory though, I never used to like cooking. Not that I didn't know how to do it, I just didn't like it. But I don't know, since I got married, it's different. I feel good when I make food and give it to my family or like friends. It just makes me feel better about myself. So I guess I've been missing out. Okay? But anyways, yeah. So you let it dry. This part, you're not gonna rush it. You let it dry when you like pan it up or like brush your pan with your mixer. You let it dry because that's the wrapper you're gonna use to put the ingredients in for your spring roll. So you're not gonna rush that part. You're gonna let it dry before you can flip it. So, and then you flip it to the next side, let it dry too. I'm taking a while on that because you gotta let it dry. If it isn't dry, it's gonna fall apart. That's the key part. Let it dry. Okay? And then you take it out. And then you do another one. Like I'm about to do. I'm showing you the pan. As you can see, no oil, no butter, nothing. Just brush your mixer on there, and then you get a wrap. Okay? Yeah. So, like I said, this part is very, very satisfying. Okay? So, that's why it's taking me a long time on it. Yeah. Brush it to the size that you want your spring rolls to be. If you want them tiny, you can use your tiny frying pan. But if you want them to be a little bit bigger, like medium, then you can use like your medium size pan. Whatever size you want it at, that's the size pan you're gonna use. If they're bigger, you can cut them too. But I'm not cutting them in this video. I'm using this exact size. So that's why I'm using like a bigger like frying pan, non-sticky pan or whatever. Anyways, see how I'm waiting for it to dry before I can like flip it? You gotta wait. You gotta let them dry. Like the heat. So you're using heat. You're not using the fire necessarily. So please, 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 medium heat. Okay, or low heat. Yeah, on low heat. I will advise use low heat, not medium. Low, because low heat lets your stuff dry and not burn. You don't want it to burn because you're gonna fry them. So if they're burned and you're frying them, it's just wrong. It'll just make it all wrong. So low heat, low heat, very low heat. Okay. All right. So we're just waiting for that. And then we're going to flip it. Are we going to flip it or we're going to take it out? But yeah, flip it. Yeah. And then you go in, it looks like it's dry. And then you flip it to the other side. And let it sit for a little bit before taking it out. Okay? Yeah, you can go around like make it dance a little bit. Yeah. I don't know why I was like poking at it, but I'm a freak. Like, I like something to be like even. Anyways, now for the binder, the rest of the mixture that the stuff you mix for your wrap, that's what you're gonna use to bind it. Okay, so you gotta let some of them remain. You can use all of it for the wrap because you gotta bind your wrapper when you pull your vegetables in your spring rolls, like I'm doing here. Yes, all corners. Okay, yeah, there you go. And then you roll them. See how I'm rolling them majestically? Yeah, take your time with it. It's very, very satisfying, I promise. You're gonna love it. This is like one of my favorite things now to make. Okay, I tried it for the first time and I love it. I love making it. It tastes so good that even like when I was done making it, all the kids here at home were like, oh my God, it's so good. And I'm not just saying that because I made it. Yeah. If you want, you can try it. You can like ask me and I'll make it for you and you can try it. I'm not bragging, but like it tastes really good. Because I had seasoning on my stuff, so that too. So it tastes good. Anyways, yeah. You put it in there and then you like tuck in the corners. There you go. And then you add some of the mixture on there too, so it sticks. Okay? That helps it stick together. You don't use butter, you use the mixture that you use for your wrapper. That's what you use. So it's just flour, water, and oil to bind it too. Yes. Okay. See how good that looks? Also, it kind of look like an artist. So I think of myself an artist. You know, this is my workshop. I'm working. Yeah. It's like just try it at home. You'll love it. It's very, very satisfying to just make something from the ground up. Now I get why people cook. Okay? I get it. I get why people make things from scratch. It's not because they're trying to be bougie or whatnot. It's the satisfaction it brings you when you make things from scratch. There you go. Yep. Yeah. Take your time folding them too. You know, you don't want to rush things. You want to take your time so they look good. See, making food made me like realize how patient I am. I mean, I work in a nursing home, so it's a given. But anyways, I'm extremely patient. Okay, extremely. I'm an extremely patient person. So I don't know. I can do this for hours, and it's not gonna faze me. So that's why some people are not. So I get it, but I am. So, anyways, I'm just talking off now. But anyways, yeah. I think you get this part. You get what I'm trying to portray here. Okay? You get it? Bind it, take your time, and roll it. There you go. See how it looks? It looks like a burrito, don't it? Yeah, it looks like a burrito. No, the funny thing is, for the longest, I didn't know how to like make things look like that. How you wrap it like that. Yeah, it used to give me a hard time to wrap stuff like that. Like I remember I made burrito once and I like couldn't figure out how to like wrap it for it to look like that. But when I was doing this, I was like, oh, okay, so basically that's how they wrap the burrito. It's not that difficult. Yeah. Anyways, yeah, that's your feeling, the stuff you made. The vegetables, the chicken. Some people use shrimp, by the way. You can use that too. Depends what you like. I use chicken because I'm not a huge fan of like meat here. Meat in the US is kind of different from meat in Africa. It's not like our meat is just different. Everything is different in Africa. So I'm not a huge fan of the meat here. So I love chicken. That's why I use chicken for mine. But you do not have to use chicken. The recipe doesn't say just one thing. You can use just vegetables for people who are vegans. And you can use meat if you love meat. You can use shrimp if that's what you want. You can use fish. If you can do whatever. Like you can use whatever you want to. I just use chicken because that's what I love. That's what I wanted to put in my I wanted for it to be my filling was chicken. So yeah. Anyways. Like I said, these are the parts that I love. Like doing this and like making the wrapper and like just mixing the wrapper. That whole part to me is therapeutic and satisfying. That's why it's long. So bear with me. Okay? Yeah. It was really good, honestly. I love this part. Oh, come on. Even for me, this is too much. But anyway, watch to the end. Please like, subscribe, follow, share, comment. Comment your favorite part, okay? Comment down below. Tell me which part you like watching me do. Cause I will watch videos and like just certain parts in the video that I enjoy more. So let me know which part you enjoy from the making of this whole thing. But yeah, this is my favorite part. Like the making the wrapper, putting the fillings and like wrapping them. These were my favorite part, if you can tell. That's why it took me a while. Like I was on it for a long time. Okay, so don't get mad. Just be patient with me, and please, 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 like, share, comment, and follow your girl. That's me frying it. And the frying part, I have a air fryer, but you don't have to let it sit in the oil for a long time, only because you already cook everything that's in it, and also you like literally like cook the wrapper. So you did all of that. So you already 100% cook it. So now this is just for like formality. So you don't have to let it sit in the oil for a long time. Get what I mean? Yeah. These were fire. And then this is the finished touches. Do you like? It is really good. We have fun eating this. And that's me right there, eating it. It was hot, by the way. That's why I was eating like that. It was really hot. Anyways, thank you for watching. Come back next time when I have another video. Like, share, comment, follow, and then hit the icon for notification for when I make new videos, okay? Again, like, share, comment, tell me your favorite part. Thank you for watching. Bye. I love you.